each other. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. He could pass his time around some other line, but you know he chose this place beside him. Don't get in the way. There's nothing you can say, nothing that you need to add or do. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can. There's nothing they explain. It's like a diesel train. You better not be there when it rolls over. Though you make a noise, just can't hear your voice. On a dizzy ride in your cold sober. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. You believe it, what I say is true. Everything.
So thrilled.
To have you here.
We're thrilled that you're a videographer. And we're so thrilled that Joshua and Jesse are getting married. We just love both of them so much.
We were strangers, starting out on a journey, never dreaming what we'd have to go through. Now here we are, and I'm suddenly standing at the beginning with you.
No one told me I was going to find you. Unexpected, what you did to my heart. When I lost hope, you were there to remind me this is the start. And life is a road and I wanna keep going. Life is a river I wanna keep flowing. Life is a road now and forever, wonderful journey. I'll be there when the world stops turning. I'll be there when the storm is through. In the end, I wanna be standing at the beginning with you.
We were strangers on a crazy adventure.
Never dreaming how our dreams would come true. Now here we stand, unafraid of the future. At the beginning with you. And life is a road and I wanna keep going. Love is a river I wanna keep flowing. Life is a road now and forever, wonderful journey. I'll be there when the world stops turning. I'll be there when the storm is through. In the
Gorgeous.
Just like that. 1, 2. Jesse, bring your flowers this way a little bit. Yeah, like that. Good. Nice smiles. Look right here. Yeah, a little more. Good. Just like that. Perfect. One more. 1, 2. Perfect. Let's get you in there. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice smiles. All right. Good. Okay. Jesse, let's get you. You stay right there. Okay. And then, folks, let's have you two over here on this side. Oh, Add hands to your sides for me. Good. All right. Very nice. Good. Jesse, tip your head a little bit. Good. Yeah, that's not great. Just like that. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2. Good. Hands to your side. Slide in a little bit. Good. Nice smiles. Look right here. Good. 1, 2. Stay right there for me. That looks very nice. Just like that. Stay there for me. Good. Here we go. Nice smiles. That's good. Just like that. 1, 2. Good. Turn a little more. Both of you turn a little more. Right there. Too much. Right there. Good. 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 Okay. Here we go. Nice smile.
Well, we don't want to do that.
You got a rabbi in the middle of it. The other way.
Oh no, Mom's gonna sit there.
There you are. I'll stand behind you.
Really? So there's the space.
Where's Noah?
What's the rest of your life?
Only my science teachers did.
It's encouraging.
Tuba is a Jewish wedding contract, and what's important about the signatures on the tuba are not the signature of the bride, nor the signature of the groom, nor of the rabbi. Really, the witnesses make the document a valid and binding document. So I need the two witnesses to, we got one here, and where's the other witness?
She's walking around.
She's walking around, good.
Here she comes.
Excellent, okay. So when you sign,
My parents were.
Did she
Joy Grossman.
Yeah.
Joy signed Joseph Colleen.
Did you say Grossman or Eliscu?
what's written here?
Grossman.
Did you say Grossman?
Lee.
So there's Jessica Lee.
Grossman.
Yeah, she is. She got it right. She got it by the state. She's good.
One down.
Okay, good.
Sign it, Joshua David Eliscu.
Yes, where it says groom.
No, we use your nickname from camp. Skeeter or something.
Writing very legible.
How many boys do you find? Let's see what you
supposed to sign your name.
Of course, it's a legend.
Witness, can you come over here a second?
This is the very first friend that Jesse had.
Good, thanks.
Mordecai.
Step aside. That's good.
Put the middle name too, right?
No, just a Mordecai.
Is it yours or?
Oh no, it's Jesse's, but if you want to hold on to it. Beautiful.
Mark, you spelled your last name last. Oops. You only put one L in there. I like your first one. Thank you. Doesn't go with that.
We're going to now do what's called bedekin, which is the veiling of the bride. And traditionally, the groom veils the bride, and the reason for this is actually explained over 2 generations of our patriarchs. The first mention of the veiling of the bride is when Rebecca is brought back by Abraham's servant to be wed to Isaac, and she sees Isaac working in the field. She says, "Who is that?" The servant says, "That's Isaac." So she alights from her camel. she pulls down her veil, and together she and Isaac go into Sarah's tent, and they are wed in that regard. The next generation gives us the tradition of the groom veiling the bride, because Jacob thought he was going to marry Rachel. And lo and behold, when he woke up in the morning in the bridal tent, there was her older sister Leah. So in order to make sure that the groom is getting the proper bride, we have the groom veiling the bride. The more modern interpretation is that Joshua, when you veil Jessica, what happens is your sight is obscured from one another. And it really talks about the beginning of a marriage, that things are not clear, and only over time do they become more clear. And when you lift the veil back, when you go to exchange the rings, it'll be as if you're beholding one another for the first time. So just turn to Joshua. Good. Let's pull that veil open. Just one of them.
They gotta walk around like that for the next 3 hours.
But she doesn't get the mosquito bites.
Okay, good. So we are...
She knows, you know?
What?
She knows.
Great grandparents.
Can I have a tuba?
You may. This evening, we are not mere witnesses to the joining together of Jessica and Joshua in marriage. Rather, we are participants, encircling them in the bonds of our love and friendship for them. May we always, as on this occasion, delight in their joy. The Jewish wedding is really a combination of two more ancient ceremonies. The first part of this ceremony, Kiddushin, involves very precise formulas, and it culminates with the exchange of rings. The second part of the service, Eliscu, is a far less tangible process, and it culminates with the breaking of the glass. There is a tradition to begin a Jewish wedding ceremony, with the bride circling the groom 3 or 7 times. And this tradition can be understood in any number of ways. In a magical and mystical sense, Jessica, you're circling Joshua's way of protecting your marriage from evil spirits which come with the intention of harm. Circling also affects the sacred space, symbolizing the uniqueness of your relationship and setting yourselves apart from all others. And finally, your circling is a representation of the binding of your lives together, of the closing of one circle, even as an ever-enlarging circle is created. Jessica and Joshua, the chuppah, the wedding canopy under which you stand, is a symbol of a house, yet it is far more fragile. It reminds us that of all the relationships that mold and challenge us, there is none so like marriage, none so intimate, none so open to vulnerability, none so filled with the potential for holiness, and none so ripe with the promise of blessing. The chuppah's fragility is a reminder that you must treat your marriage carefully, with dignity and with respect. The chuppah is held by 4 poles, symbolizing the sustaining, loving presence of the people whom you love, your family and your friends, those who are with you on this occasion, and those who are with you in your hearts. The chuppah is closed upon its top, a symbol of your unique union. Yours is a relationship set apart from all others, sacred and sanctified, a covenant between 2 people with their God. As the chuppah covers you in gentleness, so may you feel surrounded, enveloped, and robed in love and tenderness for one another, and through the blessings of love and support of family and friends. May your home, like this chuppah, be a safe place, a shelter from life's storms, a haven of shalom, of peace and wholeness, a stronghold of faith and of love. This evening we will drink from 2 cups of wine, signifying the 2 distinct ceremonies. In the first cup of wine, you will share with those who have been partners in your lives and help you to become the individuals that you have become. It's a cup of shared blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'yitir lanu et hanisuim v'nasuot lanu al-yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael al-yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Praised are you, Eternal, whose power pervades the universe, for this cup of shared blessing. We are grateful to you, source of all creation, for the loving care and teaching of parents, the ties of heart and mind and memory that link brothers and sisters, and for enriching friendships which fill our cup to overflowing. Praise to you, sovereign over time and space, who has allowed us to share life through chuppah and marriage. Praise to you, O God, who sanctifies your people Israel through the covenant of marriage. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Praise to you, O God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. the ring ceremony is the central act of Kiddushin. Today, the solid wedding band represents the wholeness achieved through marriage and the hope for an unbroken union. Traditionally, to begin with in a Jewish wedding ceremony, the ring is placed on the right index finger. And the reason for this, although not anatomically correct, is that there's a belief in Judaism that there's a vein, an artery that runs directly from the right index finger to the heart. And so symbolically, the heart of the bride and the heart of the groom are joined to one another.
Hooray at
Mekudeshet li,
Mukadeshet li,
B'tabat zo,
Mutabat zo,
Kudat Moshe,
Kudat Moshe,
Israel.
Israel.
By this ring,
By this ring,
you are consecrated unto me
you are consecrated unto me
as my wife,
as my wife,
according to the laws
according to the
of
laws
Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Hooray atah,
Hooray Anta
Mekudash li,
Mekudash Li
B'tabat zo,
Bekum Bat Ho
Kudat Moshe,
Tabat Moshe
Israel.
Israel.
By this ring,
By this ring
you are consecrated unto me
you are consecrated unto me
as my husband,
as my husband
according to the laws
according to the laws
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Jessica and Joshua, the ketubah, Jewish wedding contract, traditionally is an expression of what the bride and groom bring to the marriage in terms of financial wherewithal. But today, a ketubah can be something very different. In fact, your ketubah is an expression of the emotional and spiritual sustenance which you pledge to one another on this occasion throughout your lives together. And it reads as such: The bride said to the groom, "Be thou consecrated to me as my husband, according to the tradition of Moses and Israel." And the groom said to the bride, "Be thou consecrated to me as my wife, according to the tradition of Moses and Israel." And each declared to the other, "I shall treasure you and respect you with honor and devotion, as is customary among Jewish spouses who have loved and cherished their loved ones through the ages." Further, it states, "As we share life's everyday experiences, we promise to strive for an intimacy that will enable us to express our innermost thoughts and feelings, to be sensitive at all times to each other's needs, to share life's joys and to comfort each other through life's sorrows, to challenge each other to achieve intellectual and physical fulfillment, as well as spiritual and emotional tranquility. We also promise to establish a home committed to our Jewish heritage and linked eternally to the community of Israel, a home filled with respect for all people, a home filled with love, learning, compassion, and integrity. All this is valid and binding." Jessica and Josh, this evening you are sanctifying through marriage a covenant which is sacred and unique. Marriage is essential to understand is a connection unlike any of our other connections. It is not about competing wills and desires, rather it should be a place of contentment and of validation. We choose to marry because we believe that through such a union our lives will be enhanced and made more full. In order for this to ultimately occur in your relationship, you must constantly remind yourselves of the uniqueness of your bond. To never see the other as adversary, but as partner. To not hurt the other with words, but to be honest yet gentle, truthful yet kind. To not live your lives solely according to your own needs and desires,
rather as partners working toward a shared vision. Marriage, I know that you recognize, is an imperfect proposition. It takes work to make it healthy. It requires patience, trust, and acceptance to endure slow points, dedication and togetherness to ensure moments of bliss. Together you share life and goals, laughter and passion. Still as much togetherness as there is in a good marriage, a sound partnership also requires that you encourage the growth of the other while exhibiting a willingness to continue to change and grow yourselves. For a healthy marriage requires self-awareness as much as, if not more than it requires awareness of the needs of the other. In the time that we have spent together, preparing for that, which this ceremony begins, I've been witness to two people who continue to grow in the understanding of one another and of themselves. Both of you are determined individuals. You are strong in your will to succeed in whatever you endeavor to do. Both of you long for unconditional embrace. Yet even as it is evident that you share in significant ways, it is equally obvious, to me at least, that you are different from one another. Jessica, you are a shy, unassuming individual, yet there is a depth to you. You possess a knowing and sympathetic heart. You understand the motivations of others, even though you may not always like or agree with how things play out. You are a woman who is learning to find her voice, learning to risk expressing her needs and desires with the expectation that they should be taken seriously. I know that relationships are a complicated matter for you, but I also know that you are strong enough to find a place of comfort in them. And you, Joshua, you are loyal to Jessica, to your parents, to your friends, and to your colleagues. You place great value on your relationships. Others should learn from your example. You possess a rather intrepid spirit. What is best about it is that you see anything and everything as possible. There are no limitations to what you set your heart to. You are, for all that upfront bravado, an extremely sensitive person. Know that this is the richest part of you, and that when you allow for the vulnerability of emotion, your relationships will be strengthened, not diminished. Now, even as this wedding represents a significant point of change for the two of you, it also marks change for your families as well. Marriage is not all about coming together. It's also about letting go, a movement which involves both children and parents. I urge the two of you to be patient and understanding with those who are in this piece of change with you. This evening, as children, as individuals, and as partners, you are at the very beginning of that which holds great promise, the promise of years of enduring partnership, of the growth of your relationship, and the two of you as individuals, the promise of a couple that play with one another, and we pray in the future that play with children. It is my hope, therefore, as I am sure it is the hope of all who have joined with you this evening, that this occasion will be but a harbinger of many more joyous occasions in your lives together. We now move into what is known as a formal wedding ceremony, or nisuin, and it traditionally begins with the Sheva Brachot, or the 7 wedding benedictions. And traditionally, you would have a week-long celebration of your marriage. You would go to a different family member's home or friend's home and recite the Sheva Brachot and celebrate. But today we take that joy, which might be spread out over an entire week, and combine it into one very joyous occasion. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shoko bara lechodo. We praise you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, as all creation reflects your splendor. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer adam. Praise to you, source of life, who gave life to each man, to each woman. We praise you, our God, who creates man and woman in your divine image, fashioning us to become partners with you in life's everlasting renewal. May rejoice and resound throughout the world as we help the homeless to find homes, in persecution and oppression, and learn to live in peace with one another and in harmony with the earth. From the source of all blessing, we call forth an abundance of love to envelop this couple. May they be for each other lovers and friends. And may their love partake of the same innocence, purity, and sense of discovery we imagine the first couple in the Garden of Eden to experience. Praise to you, O God, who grants joy to bride and to groom. Praise to you, Adonai our God, who grants joy and gladness, bridegroom and bride, delight and share, love and harmony, peace and companionship. May we all witness the day when sounds throughout the world will be of happiness, the voices of lovers, the jubilant voices of those joined in marriage under the bridal canopy, the songs of children at play. May this marriage be blessed. May this bride and this groom rejoice in one another. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Praise you, O God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Jessica and Josh. On the top of your ketubah was written a passage, I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. And that passage is taken from a book known as the Song of Songs, or Shir HaShirim in Hebrew. A modern Israeli poet, Ted Carmi, has taken this small passage, Ani Ledodi V'Dodi Li, and expressed it, I believe, in all its fullness. I want to share that with you. Ani Ledodi V'Dodi Li, my beloved is mine, and I am his. My love, she wrote. His voice flowed in the room, and she heard the rivers run to the sea. It is never full. It is never full. She almost wrote her name for his. Sometimes she was frightened. He kissed her in his dream, and her forehead was as calm as a lake. He said, my love, and the color of her eyes changed. The waters that rose before her quiet eyes covered the earth, the eye of the sun. In the abyss, she was astounded that her form was more luminous than ever. My love, she said, my eyes are open as never before. My breath is lucid, and I shall not cry. I shall not cry in these depths. There is a passage in the book of Numbers known as the priestly benediction. And once a year in ancient Israel, the high priest would come forth and bless the people of Israel with this benediction. And this evening, it's my great joy and pleasure to bless your marriage with the same benediction. Yeberechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Yehiru Adonai panav elecha v'yifunecha. May God watch over the two of you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisimcha shalom. May God always care for you, grant you joy and happiness and peace and years of enduring partnership together. The breaking of the glass marks the end of the wedding ceremony, and there are many traditions surrounding this act. One explanation is that the many fragments into which this glass will break represents the individual facets of your lives, and so the task of your marriage will be to create a mosaic, passion for a loving and caring partnership.
Mazel.